Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Eko Rusdiananda from Electrical Engineering, University Muhammadiyah, Tangerang. In here, I will tell a biography about my idol in electronics. His name is Nikola Tesla. Okay, let's go to the biography. Tesla born on July 9, 1856, Simulan Australian Emperor, and died January 7, 1943, New York. Serbian-American inventor and engineer who discovered and patented the rotating magnetic field, the basis of most alternating current machinery. He also developed the three-phase system of electric power transmission. He immigrated to the United States in 1884 and sold the patent right to his system of alternating current dynamics, transformers, and motors to George Westinghouse. In 1891, he invented the Tesla coil, an induction coil widely used in radio technology. Tesla was from a family of Serbian origin. His father was an Orthodox Jew. His mother was unschooled but highly intelligent. As he matured, he displayed remarkable imagination and creativity as well as a poetic thought. Training for an engineering career, he attended the Technical University at Grace, Australia, and the University of France. At Grace, the first saw the Kramer dynamo, which operated as a generator and when reversed became an electric motor, and he conceived a way to use alternating current and invented. Later, at Budapest, he visualized the principle of the rotation magnetic field and developed plans for an induction motor. That what became his first step toward the successful utilization of alternating current. In 1882, Tesla went to work in Paris for the Continental Edition Company, and while on assignment to Strasbourg in 1883, he constructed after work hours his first induction motor. Tesla sailed for America in 1884, arriving in New York with 4 cents in his pocket, a few of his own poems, and calculation for a flying machine. He first found employment with Thomas Edison, but the two inventors were far apart in background and methods, and their separation was inevitable. In May 1888, George Westinghouse had the Westinghouse Electric Company in Pittsburgh, but the patent right to Tesla's polyphase system of alternating current dynamos, transformers, and motors. The transaction precipitated a titanic power struggle between Edison direct current system and the Tesla Westinghouse alternating current approach, which eventually won out. Tesla soon established his own laboratory where his inventive mind could be given free rein. He experimented with pseudographs similar to those that later were to be used by William Rutherford when he discovered X-ray in 1895. Tesla concept experiment include work on a carbon bottom lamp, on the power of electrical resonance, and on various types of lighting. In order to allay fears of alternating currents, Tesla gave exhibition in his laboratory in which he lit lamps by allowing electricity to flow through his body. He was often invited to lecture at home and abroad. The Tesla coil, which he invented in 1891, is widely used today in radio and television sets and other electronic equipment. That year also marked the death of Tesla's USA citizenship. Westinghouse used Tesla alternating current system to light World Columbia Expression and at Chicago in 1893. This success was a factor in their winning the contract to install the first power machinery at Niagara Falls, which bore Tesla name and patent number. The project carried forward to Buffalo by 1896. In 1898, Tesla announced his invention of a teleautomatic boat by remote control. When escape time was voiced, Tesla proved his claim for it before a crowd in Madison Square Garden in Colorado Springs, Colorado, where he stayed from May 1899 until early 1900. Tesla made what he regarded as his most important discovery, Tesla's stationary wave. By his discovery, he proved that air could be used as a conductor and made to resonate at constant electrical frequency. He also lit 200 lamps without wires from a distance of 40 kilometers and created man-made lightning, producing phase measuring 41 meters. At one time, he was certain he had received signal from another planet in his Colorado laboratory, a claim that was met with derision in some scientific journals. Returning to New York in 1900, Tesla began construction Long Island of a wireless warp broadcasting tower with $1,050 capital from the American financier Pierpont Morgan. Tesla claimed he secured the loan by executing 51% of his patent right of telephony and telegraphy to Morgan. He expected to provide worldwide communication and to furnish facilities for sending picture messages with a warning and stock reports. The project was abandoned because of financial panic, labor troubles, and Morgan's withdrawal of support. It was Tesla's greatest defeat. Tesla's work then shifted to turbines and other projects because of a lack of funds. His ideas remain in his notebooks, which are still examined by enthusiasts for encyclopedia clothes. In 1915, he was severely disappointed when a report that he and edition were to share the Nobel Prize private ransom. Tesla was the recipient of the Edison Medal in 1917, the highest honor that the American Institute of Electrical Engineering could bestow. Tesla allowed himself only a few close friends. Among them were the writers Robert Underwood Johnson, Mark Twain, and Francis Margaret Cathcart. He was quite impartial in financial matters and an eccentric, driven by conclusion and progressive Muhammadiyah. But he had a way of intuitive value since hiding something secret and employing his inventive talent to prove his hypothesis. Tesla was a godsend to reported so sensational copy but a problem to editor who were uncertain how seriously his futuristic brochure should be regarded. Caustic Christian believed his speculation concerning communication with other planets, his assumption that he could split the Earth like an apple, and his claim of having invented a delivery capable of destroying 10,000 airplanes at the distance of 400 kilometers. After Tesla died, the custodian of alien property included Frank, which held his papers, his diplomas and other honors, his letters, and his laboratory notes. They were eventually interred by Tesla nephew, Safra Kosanovic, and later hosted in the Nikola Tesla Museum in Belgrade. 100 files into New York City's Cathedral of St. John the Divine for his financial service and a foot of message acknowledgement. The loss of a great genius. Three Nobel Prize recipients addressed their tribute to one of the outstanding interests of the world who paved the way for many of the technological development of modern times. Okay, thank you for watching my video. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.